Hey everybody, and welcome to the next Vietnam vlog, or Vietlog. This is the one that happened right after the attempted marathon stream, and that's pretty much all we're going to be talking about this vlog, because that did not go well, and I am very, very unhappy about it, and very unhappy about myself with it. So here's the long and short, is that we were going to do a Sleepless in Haiphong stream, where it was going to start at 36 hours, and then there was a mechanic built into chat where every time anyone from chat tried to tipped me, then they could roll to hit against my AC, which was based off of how many hours had been added to the stream already, and then if they hit, then my AC goes up, but then I add more time to the stream. Then if they miss, nothing happens, but if they roll a 1, then time gets subtracted. And so anyway, the stream went from being 36 hours long to being 80 hours long, which is a lot, which is a lot more than I was hoping to do, and I didn't make it. Everything fell apart around hour 30 something. I don't remember the exact hour, but it was low 30s. It might have been as high as 35, but I don't actually think it was. And that sucks. Now, the proximal cause was we had some technical problems. But to be honest, those technical problems probably weren't that insurmountable. And the truth is that during the technical problems, I fell asleep. I passed out during the technical problems because I had been having a really hard time staying awake. Even up until those technical problems, I was struggling with those 30 some hours. I was struggling with 24 hours. It was rough. And there are a lot of factors that go into this, and there's a lot of things that I can blame for this. But the truth is, it all comes down to me and the amount of time I put in preparing to this, and the attitude I had while I was streaming. Everything about this basically boils down to I failed and it's my fault. So I'm not trying to pass the buck on anything, and I'm very, very unhappy with this result. So, in order to appease myself and to appease you guys, to appease chat, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to do a 24-hour stream sometime in this week. I'm going to do a 24 to a 36. I'm not sure what the next one is going to be. Another small stream next week. And then the week after that, I'm going to do an 80-hour stream. Now, that alone is that's a decent reparation, I think. But to make the reparations truly honest, what we're going to do is during these 3 streams, we will not be accepting tips, and we're going to have all the same marathon markers that we had before that have all been met, and we're just going to do them all over again, or the ones that we didn't quite reach we're going to do for the first time anyway, regardless of there will be no tips, there will be no anything else. We're just going to do the stream that we were supposed to do yesterday or the day before, whatever time zones and all that crap. We're basically going to the stream that we were planning on doing, we're just going to do it again later, exactly the same way, no tips, just all the markers that have been met we're going to redo, and I'm just going to really, really prepare for this one. And that's how I'm going to deal with this, because I am unhappy, and you guys should be unhappy too. If you're not, then you are way too forgiving in life. And that's going to be that. I'm going to make sure that I get a good chair beforehand. I'm going to make sure I have good lighting beforehand. I am going to test everything in the house. I'm going to make sure I can find a way to keep the temperature right instead of having the temperature spike and drop and spike and drop. I'm going to sort out every possible problem, and we're going to do a really solid 80-hour stream, and it's going to be fantastic. I think there were a lot of problems that went into this one. The whole oh, I'm planning on doing a 36, but I'm aiming for 50, and then partway through the stream, it's okay, I guess now we're aiming for 80. That was daunting. I had a defeatist attitude. If you just listened to the way I was talking during this last stream, I'd be saying things like, oh my god, I don't know if I can make this. This is really hard. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy. My thoughts were clearly in the realm of I'm not going to be able to make this. It wasn't this is hard, but I'm fucking kicking ass. I'm going to do this. Come on, Neil, you can do it. I was defeating myself this entire stream. You guys were great. You were really supportive. I failed miserably. So, that said, as I said before, we're going to fix it. I'm working on the exact dates because unlike this stream, I'm going to plan this next one out well, and I'm going to prepare for it well. roughly, very roughly, it's going to be in the week of, where are we now? We're on the 22nd, so one, two, it is going to be somewhere in the week of the Sunday the 7th through Saturday the 13th of June is where I'm planning on doing this. Right, right. Sunday the 7th through Saturday the 13th is where we are planning in the stream. I'm not sure where exactly we're going to put the date. I want to confirm with my wife. I want to double check my plans. I want to double check on my normal streaming plans. We're going to do this properly and right, and we're going to do an 80-hour stream, and it's going to be awesome. So that's for this Vietlog. In terms of other things that happened this week, I went Kappa, I went rock climbing. My hands are super fucking cut up from climbing on these rocks. It was awesome. We got to climb up a rock face and then jump off into the ocean down below, because like it was rock climbing over the ocean where you had like water below you and then like a sheer cliff. So if you fell into the water, or when you got as high as you wanted to get, you would like climb up and then you just jump off. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. I got stuck on the island because the seas were too choppy. There's some other stuff that happened, but none of it's really as important as the miserable, horrible marathon stream that I have gone through that I feel terrible about. Like, not only did I sleep for 12 and 17 hours, not only did I sleep for 17 hours after doing like a 30-hour stream, what? But I just feel miserable. Like, what's the right emotion? Ashamed? I think that shame is the right one. I feel ashamed for having failed so miserably on that marathon. Like, chat had been so supportive. They got it from a 36-hour stream to an 80-hour stream. That's because Bobo, loving man that he is, ended up donating or tipping. I got to make that transition in my mind from donations to tips. Tipping like $4,500. And which is why the numbers got so ridiculously high, because Bobo was like, no, I want you to stream forever. So that's what we're going to do. And that's the plan. And now, since I'm recording this before having done anything else, I'm going to have to go take a look at all the horrible things that, well, you know, now I have to go alleviate my mods' concerns and make the posts on the Twitters and everything and round up everyone and explain this to everyone else. But I'm really just going to point everyone to this video. And that's the plan. So, yeah. I was going to be I was just downstairs talking with my wife about this, and I said that I wanted to do this first one tomorrow, but now that I'm thinking about Dicing with Death tomorrow, so I think what I'm going to do is the first marathon stream, I'm talking in Vietnam time, is probably going to be a Sunday noon to Monday noon sort of thing. Or maybe like a Sunday 9 a.m. to a Monday 9 a.m. thing. That way Shenanigans is in the middle of it. I was going to do one tomorrow from noon to noon, from like Saturday at noon to Sunday at noon tomorrow, again, Vietnam time. But there's Dicing with Death in the morning, and I think I don't want us to be starting marathon streams when I have to wake up at 7. Because I don't do well when I wake up 7. Like, I don't go to bed till very late. I need a good night's sleep before I do a marathon stream. So now I'm thinking I might want to do it Sunday to Monday. Fuck it. No, we're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to wake up with Dicing with Death, do it until Sunday, because it's only 24 hours, and even if I don't get perfect... I mean, I slept 15 hours today. I'm going to have trouble falling asleep tonight, which means I don't know if I'll be in good shape to do... But it's only 24 hours. This last 24-hour stream was brutal on me. But if I get up at 7, because I got to 7 a.m., no problem. It was like the post 7 a.m. time that fucking killed me. I know that's normally my wall... And even after we got to like the noon area, I was still like crushed. So, yeah. No, we're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to start a marathon stream with Dicing with Death. Then we're going to go 24 hours. And then, yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. So, marathon stream starting with Dicing with Death, which is going to be In Pacific time is going to be Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific is when it starts, and then it will go until Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, and I have no idea about European times. I'm sorry, 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. European times is what is it, like 8-hour difference these days? Instead of starting at 6 and 8 would be starting at midnight in Europe and going, so basically Saturday, all day long, Saturday for Europe. Saturday midnight to midnight, I think. I'm not sure. Somewhere around there. So that's the plans. And this is Vietlog number, God, I didn't even look, like 8, 9, 7. It's like 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. And the rest of the day today, I'm going to spend prepping, kind of, sort of. I'm still pretty wiped, pretty exhausted, which is weird because I slept for like, 17 hours or something. But I'm going to go see if I can't get a chair today, see if I can't start looking into some lighting things, because if you haven't noticed the lighting, I moved my desk so you don't see the door. I just moved the entire desk 90 degrees, and so now these crappy lights that I have are above, instead of being above and behind, they're above and to my left. I don't know if my camera is reversed. I don't know what side, if you're seeing left or right. I think that looks, yeah, to my left. It looks like left for me. So I'm going to see if I can't get some better lighting. I'm going to see if I can't get a better chair. I don't know if we'll have both of those things for tomorrow's stream, but I'm going to spend today preparing. And then marathon tomorrow, then shenanigans the next day, then all the normal stuff. And then Wednesday we start with the new Misclicks campaign that I'm kind of excited about, and I need to put some time preparing to that. And we'll just make announcements as we go, and we'll figure it all out. On the other note, also, because we were marathoning for a few days, I got a bunch of emails regarding the Eurostream Simulator 2015/KoibuCon. And I need to reply to all of those and figure that out. But so far, it looks like everything's good to go. A couple of places have dropped off, so I'm not going to be making it to these places and those places. So the total number of cities is a little bit lower, but that means I get a little bit more time in each place. And that's the plan. Those are the plans. And this has been Koibu's Vietlog something, and now I'm just rambling, and this is just going to go forever, so I'm just going to stop it. So, stopping it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.